Alright, hello everyone, this is Jason. I am here tonight with you guys outside of the Brawlers Guild. We're going to go do that while I talk a little bit about, let's see, tonight I got BioShock Infinite. My impressions so far, I'm about 4.5 hours into the game, maybe 5. Um, so far pretty good. Second thing I'm going to talk about is, I don't know if you guys really noticed it all or anything like that, but I'm Catholic. And we're also going to be talking about what happened on a couple days ago while a bishop was talking to a couple. Well, he was giving his side of the Defense Against Marriage or Defense of Marriage Act, and something happened. Thirdly, we were going to talk about SimCity because yes, that is still not fixed. Um, what we have the game in the background is, as you can tell, wow, this has been in my game since about '06, and we are going to do this for a little bit, talk about those things, and move on. So, first things first, tonight we are going to talk about BioShock Infinite. BioShock Infinite is a game that came out, now about, I don't know, a month and a half ago, month ago. Lots of people were always talking about it, commenting that it's, one of the better games out there. And I was really impressed because of the fact that even though it is a console port, which is kind of sad, it still performs pretty well on the PC. It shows that it is a console port in the textures and quality of some of the stuff in it, mostly the textures and stuff like that. But overall, it's not that bad actually. There are definitely worse games out there. One game comes to mind, most recent, Aliens Colonial Wars. Seems to be everybody's really disappointed in that game. I haven't played it, nor do I plan on playing it, because of the fact of how crappy people have made it seem. So why would I want to put myself through the torture of playing a pretty crappy game? This is something that I won't do. But what you saw, if you want to see little clips of it without giving away too much of the story, you can go watch my other video. I'll link it down below and also put an annotation somewhere around in this time. But it's BioShock Infinite. I understand why people like it. The story so far is a great story. I won't say anything about the story because of the fact that it's, I don't want to ruin it for people who are wanting to play it. Overall, it's a good storyline. Like I said, I'm about halfway through it. My only qualms with it are the fact that it doesn't hold up. It doesn't hold up on the graphics side for a PC. That's the only issue that I have with it. Otherwise, it's really good. Textures, you'll often see it linking and stuff like that. Like you'll often see where textures overlay. There's some looking at shadows to where they overlay, and then as you get closer, they turn into finer details and finer details and finer details. But the ball is so close to you to get those finer details in that it really kind of sucks. Because on a PC, I mean, mind you, I'm not even running on a high-end PC and I'm able to max it out. But on a high-end PC, I can only figure that it would be even better. But I don't know where else I'm supposed to be missing it. I'm sitting here going, I'm running at full resolution, 1080p, graphics set to ultra, and it's running at a constant 60 FPS because I have it V-synced. But that's about it. Like there's no real difference in this. Like it's at 60 FPS. It's good enough for me. Great. Awesome. Okay, second thing I want to talk about is the Catholic vote picture. I'll actually try to get the picture up overlaid in this. This is something that is concerning me. because I am Catholic, and I obviously my stance on it is in line with the church, which is that it should not be something that is gay marriage should not be gay marriage. I'm fine if they want rights, access, whatever to their partner's benefits. I can understand the need and want for that. That is something that I can agree with. But what I don't agree with is them defining it as marriage. It is not a marriage in any societal ways. If you look at any society, mind you, Romans, gays were intermixed and overrun in it. However, gay marriage was never acknowledged. And people will often sit there and talk about how in nature, if we're going to go with the natural law of things, which is fine, natural law of things, guess what? If you're gay and you don't produce asexually, guess what? Your species dies out. So, us being humans, you're looking at it in this respect of, well, we can relate this to nature and the fact that over 500 species show gay tendencies along with some of our chimpanzees, relatives maybe. 500 species is nothing. Nothing. You're looking at less than, what is it, 1,000th of a percent of the species out there. I think last I looked, there was 29 million discovered species or something like that, or 29 million predicted species in the world, with a discovered species of about 1,000, or not 1,000, a million. Sorry, in between 2 to 4 million. Wow. So in the relation to relating it to nature, there's tendencies within nature at 500 species. Great, awesome. 500 species. That's what? Maybe 1/10 of a percent, maybe 100th of a percent. It's nothing inside the big drop of the big bucket of life, if you want to call it that. And so, defining gay marriage as marriage is something that is counter-societal to what we view. That is something that should not be as written in. Now, like I said at the very, very beginning, I'm fine if you're looking at it in the respects of, hey, some people have had this relationship for a very, very long time, and they get nothing out of it. I understand. I would agree that at that point the rules, the laws, should be adjusted to include them. I can agree with that. But what I wanted to talk about specifically towards this is the Archbishop of Brussels, André Joseph Leonard, was defending his side of the Marriage Act. This lady came in. You might have seen something about it earlier this month when Putin came up. She advertised him. She's famous for running around topless at these conventions and things, and she showed up in what I'm assuming is a courtroom or something of the like, topless, and was screaming and dousing the bishop with water. Now I sit here and I want to talk about the fact that most Catholics and most people on this pro-life side have done nothing too prolific against pro-gay marriage people. There hasn't been many people for doing that. And you have this person physically out there assaulting, this bishop because of he's standing up against that. I don't agree with that. because I feel like this person's sitting there and being, we were supposed to call to be tolerant to this and everything like that. But when people can't even be tolerant to uh, our side of it, there's issues deep rooted that honestly should be discussed at a bigger level. Okay, last thing I want to talk about is SimCity. SimCity just released its new big 2.0 pack thing. I haven't gotten it yet because I don't know how much I really want to play SimCity. Uh, SimCity wasn't that exciting for me. It was actually a lot of fun right at the beginning if you could stay on server, if you could do, lots of things. Once when you get kicked off, it took me like 2 hours to try to get back on, and it honestly blew. There's no rhyme or reason for it. It just blew. And um, now though they have released their 2.0 version of it, which is honestly kind of exciting. Um, oh, I'm getting sprayed by this ball. It's supposed to relieve a lot of the stuff that they had issues with. I'm hoping it does. If it did, I might come back. Some of the stuff that they were having issues with was trafficking. Go figure. You're running a game that is designed around this thing of these Sims getting to work on their jobs, stuff like that. And the aspect that they use to get there is obviously driving. And they can't because the roads are all full, because the AI can't figure out how to move and see that, oh, this road is trapped, or this road is full. Move to second road, da 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 da. They don't have an AI written in for that. It's just, oh, full, okay, try again. Oh, full, okay, try again the next day. They don't have an AI that sends out a second check to go, okay, well, this road's full, we'll send these cars down this way. And that was one of the big reasons of needing it on server only. They prescribed that, oh, there's too many calculations and such that are being done on the server side to move a single player, which we know is a bunch of crap because of the fact that people have hacked it enough to where they have single playing ones going. And they still don't acknowledge that. And now what they're probably going to be doing is EA is going to be sitting there going, well, everybody kind of saw through this, we'll kind of just drop that, not fix the game, release out the advertisement DLC that we have, and people will still buy it and call it good. I'm sorry, EA, you got voted worst company in America, which is something I don't agree with, because the banks, I feel, are probably some of the worst companies out there. But gaming industry is pretty big, obviously, and they sit there and they go, yeah, we are the worst company in the world, so we're not going to really try to fix anything. We're just going to let it be, let you deal with it, and call it good. Really? Really? Are you sitting there going to sit there and put out patches to fix things that haven't already been fixed? You haven't opened up achievements anymore. You haven't opened up. You just gave us back Cheetah. There's things that you guys need to fix before being able to sit there and say that this game is a good game anymore. Like people have said, I feel like it is still a beta. I don't feel like it's horrible, because it's definitely an okay game. It's something I look back on and I wouldn't have paid the money for it right away. Do I enjoy it when I do play it? Yeah. Is it worth my time to be playing? Not so much. let's hope a month from now that we'll be talking about a different thing. So this has been Jason. I hope you enjoy this. I will talk to you guys a little later. And I think tomorrow I'm going to put out some more clips of Bioshock, see if I can pinpoint some certain things that I'd like to share with you guys. Okay? Bye.